What's going on, family? Today we doing a Who Do You Love, but we gonna do it a little different. So I got a question, Cash App to me, actually from a fan. I said, okay, I definitely gonna touch on this because they didn't Cash App me. I'm like, got to, you know. And they asked about Ra and Monet. Which one would I take? All right. So that's how we got here. So I'm gonna break it down. And they didn't put like which one would I take with what, like in what situation? Because I would probably take one if we was doing this situation. I'd probably take another one if it was this type of situation. You see what I'm saying? But they didn't put none of that. They said, which one would you take? And I like both of the characters. We know Monet, she just knocked off Mecca. I mean, she doing her thing, you know. And then Ra, you know, she was big time at the end of Power Book 3. You see her look back at the screen. That was dope. You know, that gave me that Michael Jack Thriller feel when she looked back. I said, oh, this hard. So both of the characters are bosses, you know. And please don't come talking about why we gotta compare the sisters. Come on, man. This is what we do. All right. Two bosses on the show. I'm just comparing them. I ain't pinning them against each other in reality and all that. You know, I know how some people get. Stop it. All right. But I like both the characters. So I want to know, who would y'all go with? Would you go with Monet or Ra? And by go with, I'm talking like go with to run an organization. All right, not go with like date or nothing like that. I'm talking about to run the organization. All right, so on one hand, we got Monet. And of course, I'm going to say who I'm going to go with at the end of the video. But on one hand, we got Monet. She definitely a boss. She definitely a thinker. We seen that, you know, she could put a plan together and execute, right? She ain't scared to knock nobody off. We done seen her hit a few people on the show. You know, she knocked off men and women. She bout it. I mean, and then she got her family around her. She running them. Then you got Ra on the other side, right? Ra definitely a thinker too. Definitely a thinker. And she had to take her organization to another level, right? Because her brother used to be the lead man, and you know, he fell on hard times. She took it to another level. She definitely doing her thing. Now, if you ask me which character is more grimy, I would go with Monet. Monet is grimy, man. I know right at the end how she was doing with Kanan was just, I'm like, dang, she really got her son out here wilding. You know, that was grimy. But Monet be on 10. I'm talking about she trying to get her son to knock off her husband, his daddy. Like that's a lot. And just how she be doing it, just grimy. How she move all together. But as grimy as she is, even though she is more grimy. So if you ask me who is more grimy, I'll go with Monet. As grimy as she is, sometimes her kids be wilding on her. I mean, not wilding on her like how Kanan wild on Ra, like hiding some, you know, like, yeah, that's normal. Kids do stuff and they hide it. No, I mean, with Monet, her kids then knocked her down before. Like, I'm talking about just straight wilding on her. And she the head, you know, but she still be getting, you know, kind of wild on by her kids. Don't nobody else do it, but her kids be wilding on her. And that's always been the element that I look at and I go, ugh, you know, we don't get that with Ra. Ra run her organization. People try stuff, you know, everybody got a mind of their own, you know, but Ra do a better job as far as respect within the organization. Now, I do think Monet might be making more money, especially at the moment, but it's different times, different eras. So, with inflation, who knows? But um, it do just look like the Tejada family a little bit more successful. And as far as acting, we know Mary J can act. Um, great, good actor. Mary J a good actor. But the girl that's playing Ra, man, she doing a great job. I would give her the edge actually for these type of shows, for these characters. I would give her the edge, because watching her, it's just, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah. But Mary J definitely can act too. Now, with all this being said, I ain't one person better at this, one person better at that. If I needed somebody to run an organization, I would have to pick Ra. And it's for the things that I said. She got a little bit more respect within her organization. Both of them great thinkers, but to lead an organization, I wouldn't want somebody as grimy as Monet. Nah, no way. Ra's thinker, but she's just not as grimy. At least yet. We haven't seen that side of her yet. So right now we only got one season of Power Book 3. We done had 2 seasons of Power Book 2. If I had to compare the bosses, right? Which one would I take? It'd definitely be Ra. It's Smack the Guru, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Which one would you would take? And as always, subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.